So we sat down last summer to try and create a team camp that was going to be different. And in my opinion, kind of where some of the team camps fall short is they take a bunch of disjointed technique and they kind of throw it all together, and that's where I think it really hurts retention. Kids only come home with 2 or 3 pieces that can really be beneficial to them. So what we wanted to try and do is create a 4-day experience where teams were getting the exact same thing that they get when they train with us, something technique specific, and create a system of wrestling. So that's really what this experience is going to be about. So I'm going to kind of explain to you the process of how you're going to go about creating your own camp experience, because we want to put the control in with the coaches. It's not just necessarily what we think we need to teach teams, but also want feedback from the coaches. So let's take neutral, for example. The first thing you pick is kind of a system of attack. We've got a few different systems, whether we're inside step, that's our high crotch system, or our single leg system, which attacks more on the guy's back leg, or we can do stuff more ankle pick, attacking low below the guy's knee. We got a whole system for that too. You kind of pick a way you want to attack. And then from that attack system, we create 2 more sessions. We've got 8 total. So let's say you want to get single legs. That's going to be the hold you want to go after this next year. So we'll focus on a whole session on teaching your guys our single leg system. So it's drive single, sweep single, knee pull single. And those are kind of the areas we'll focus on, and we'll teach the different penetrations to get there. It's just not your normal everyday, let's penetrate and go get it. Guys are able to defend and cause the problems, and we'll deal with that. The next session we'll talk about finishing those single legs. So everything we do in that session will be linked exactly to your attack session. We'll teach you how to finish the singles that you should be able to get to pretty effectively from that first session. And then our third neutral session, we'll talk about hand fighting and setups to get to your single leg. So what we're trying to do is create 3 sessions on your feet that are really going to link together and give your guys an understanding of how to score points. And then we do the same thing on top. We've got a whole list of systems that you can pick, whether it's our tilt or cradle or crab or legs or wherever you want to learn, and you pair it with another one. So let's say you want your guys to be out there and be master tilters and be able to recognize and hit cradles too, which, man, the cradle session I would recommend to everybody. That's a game changer right off the bat. And then from bottom, that's probably where I think we can make the biggest difference with teams is, man, we've worked really hard on our bottom systems, and it works kind of the same way you do in neutral. The first session, we're going to teach you kind of basic movement, keeping your wrist free, how to change the guy's pressure, put him on the other side, kind of fix common problems that are going to eliminate motion, because that's basically what our whole bottom system's based on, constant movement, being able to chain wrestle and link and holds together. Then you'll be able to pick kind of your attack focus. Do you want to be a hip heist team to where you're working on getting hands away, getting hips away, and getting your escape? Do you want to be a Granby team to where you're taking reversals and 5-point rolls? Or do you want to beat that annoying claw ride that everybody's doing and really get in, start doing some shrugs, which, man, made a big difference in my wrestling career. I didn't have to worry about guys getting head pressure and claw and mat return and all that stuff. Had a real good shrug where I could cut back underneath. And then we kind of make everybody do leg defense. I think it's one of the big things people miss on bottom that can really make a big difference, and it just teaches some great bottom skills to help your guys that no matter who they're wrestling, be able to get their hips away and get reversals. And from that bottom system, and Coach Kimbrell's done a great job bringing some things that Cal State Bakersfield, where he wrestled, did really well in creating a system where a guy throws legs on us, we're already thinking reversal and possibly some back points or a pin off of it too. So it really changes your focus on bottom, where your guys don't even think about it. They're just picking down every time. And from that, really getting in and teaching teams a system of wrestling, we also want to make it more of an experience too. I know the coaches get left out a lot when they go to summer camps and just kind of drop their kids off, and it's about getting the kids some matches and some technique, and the coaches are a little bit left out. So we want to do training sessions with the coaches too. We're going to do breakout sessions where we talk about marketing and building a team and running a youth program and creating a brand for your team that makes it easier to get kids out on the mat. When you stand for something and you have an identity and you're able to communicate that to your school population, you're going to have people want to come out and wrestle for you because they identify with it. So we'll have breakout sessions every day where we talk about those things. We'll do film study where we show kind of the pieces of our system. We have one night where we go in and watch a lot of the best guys in the world and the best guys in the country execute the hold that kids are learning. That makes it stick really well with the kids as well. So we really want to make it more of an experience. And then like during our live sessions and when we're working on our defense at night, we really work with the coaches about how you can manage practice more effectively. And during our dual times, we're going to have a coach sit with the other coach and talk about some strategies and how you can make that dual time a teaching experience too. So where it's not just your guy goes wrestles, he wins or he loses, and that's it. About how you can take the interaction after the win or loss and how you can use that peak state, whether it's peak state really happy when they win or peak state really bad when they lose, and use it to your advantage. So that's really where kind of our camp experience got created. We want to take what we do every day and teach other coaches how to do it. And it's going to be a great give and take relationship. I know we'll learn from the coaches as well and some of the things they do. And we're going to give coaches time to sit down and talk with each other and brainstorm some of the things they do well or need to have improvements on. And man, I know I'm really excited about it. I think it's something that's going to grow into one of the better camp experiences in the country. And when you pair it with militia duels, we're doing it right after militia duels, where you're going to get 7 or 8 tough duel matches where you hit militia duels and get those matches in for your kids, plus being able to go to what I think will be one of the better technical camps in the country and learn a system of wrestling. To me, it's hard to beat that summer experience. So make sure you get your team signed up. We're filling up real fast. There's a link right down below this where it says register team. It'll send an email to me. We'll start getting the process rolling. I'll explain the deposit, and we'll start building your system on what you want to get your kids better at.